A story without structure has no storyline. It wanders around, searching for itself, is dull and boring. It does not work. It has no direction, no line of development. In this video, you will explore why structure is the foundation of storytelling and always exists in the background of every strong narrative. It is the spine you hang your story on. When you sit down and write, you must approach your story as a whole. A story is composed in parts: characters, plot, action, dialogue, scenes, sequences, incidents, events, and you, as a writer, must fashion these parts into a whole, a definite shape and form, complete with beginning, middle, and end. William Goldman, Adventures of the Screen Trade. Structure matters because it is the only thing that guarantees momentum, clarity, and emotional impact, no matter the medium. A major problem with most stories is that writers want to plot their story without having an understanding of narrative structure. For screenwriters, novelists, and playwrights, structure is not a formula. It is the physics of storytelling. It determines how pressure builds, how revelations land, how characters transform, and how an audience stays oriented inside the unfolding experience. Structure instills discipline. It forces the writer to make choices instead of drifting through possibilities, demands clarity about what each scene is doing, why it belongs, and how it moves the story forward. It becomes a quiet but firm accountability partner, prevents indulgence, reins in digressions, and keeps emotion, character, and theme aligned with the spine of the narrative. With structure in place, the writer stops chasing every idea and starts shaping the right ones. Structure is discipline. It is the starting point in the process of writing. Without structure, you have no story. Without a story, you have no screenplay/novel/stage play/TV series. What the writer seeks are events, for an event contains all the above and more. Event choices cannot be displayed randomly or indifferently. They must be composed, and to compose in story means much the same thing it does in music. What to include, to exclude, to put before and after what. Robert McKee, Story. Why structure matters. Structure gives shape to emotion. Emotion doesn't live in the moment, it lives in the placement of the moment. It decides when tension tightens, when a story pivots, and when a character is forced to confront the truth they've been avoiding. Without structure, scenes may be beautifully written but emotionally flat because nothing is escalating. In Robert Eggers Nosferatu, 2025, Ellen's quiet dread finally breaks when she steps into the lamplit street alone. Emotion hits harder because the structure has been slowly coiling around her. In the novel Let Us Descend, Jesmyn Ward places a memory chapter before a brutal turning point in the present timeline. The memory softens the reader just before the narrative strikes, making the emotional blow unavoidable. The structure positions the memory as a shield that fails, intensifying the heartbreak. In the stage play The Hills of California, Butterworth delays the sisters' confrontation until after a long, deceptively warm kitchen scene filled with shared songs and half-remembered stories. The structure turns a single line into a wound because of what it follows. Structure creates meaning through sequence. The sequence is story. Change the order and you change the meaning. The order of events is never neutral. A moment placed too early loses weight. Placed too late, it loses urgency. Structure ensures that each beat arrives at the moment when it can do the most narrative work. In Bong Joon-ho's Mickey 17, he places the revelation of Mickey's disposability after a series of almost comic workplace scenes where he tries to fit in with the crew. The sequence matters. First humor, then horror. The meaning emerges only because the film arranges the beats in this order. In the novel The Book of Elsewhere, a quiet chapter of philosophical dialogue is placed immediately before a violent rupture in the narrative. The calm isn't filler, it's structural contrast. The serenity sharpens the brutality that follows, and the brutality retroactively redefines the serenity as fragile, temporary, doomed. The sequence creates meaning. In Stranger Things, The First Shadow, the play delays the supernatural reveal until after a long stretch of 1950s small-town normalcy. When the first impossible event finally occurs, it doesn't just shock, it corrupts everything that came before. The earlier scenes gain new meaning because of what follows. The structure turns nostalgia into dread by placing innocence before intrusion. Structure protects the writer from chaos. Structure is the container that lets complexity stay legible. It becomes the spine you can return to when plot ideas multiply, characters surprise you, or the story threatens to drift. It keeps the work coherent without limiting creativity. In Wicked Part 2, the film juggles political uprising, personal betrayal, magical lore, and two intersecting character arcs. What keeps it from collapsing is the structural spine. Every major sequence returns to Elphaba's central dilemma: freedom versus responsibility. Without that spine, the film would be a swirl of set pieces. With it, the chaos becomes momentum. In The Constituent, the play alternates between tense office confrontations and quieter domestic scenes. Without a clear structural pattern, the tonal shifts would feel erratic. The structure disciplines the volatility of the characters, preventing the play from spiraling into shapeless conflict. Structure is how the audience experiences the story. Screenwriters write for a literal audience watching in real time. In The Bride, the film opens with a near-silent prologue of the bride assembling herself in fragments before any plot begins. When the story later erupts into violence and rebellion, the audience feels the rupture not as spectacle, but as a continuation of that first intimate assembly. The structure shapes the audience's empathy. They meet her as a body before they meet her as a myth. Novelists write for an internal audience, performing the story in their imagination. In All the Worst Humans, the novel uses a braided structure, present-day satire intercut with short, raw confessionals from the protagonist's past. The audience experiences the story in two emotional registers at once: surface comedy and buried shame. Because the structure alternates these modes, the reader is constantly re-evaluating the protagonist. The structure engineers the experience of double vision, laughter that curdles into recognition. Playwrights write for an audience sharing breath with performers. In The Effect, the revival leans into a clinical, almost procedural structure: tests, observations, controlled environments. Each scene is framed like a trial. This structure forces the audience to experience the love story not as romance but as data, until the structure itself breaks and the emotional truth floods in. In all three cases, structure controls attention, expectation, and emotional rhythm. Structure makes the plot inevitable. Once the architecture is in place, the plot stops feeling like a list of events and starts feeling like the only thing that could have happened. This is where stories gain authority. In Gladiator 2, the film builds Lucius's arc through a structural pattern of restraint. Early scenes show him swallowing humiliation. Mid-film sequences show him witnessing injustice he can't unsee. Late film beats corner him into action. By the time he steps into the arena for the final confrontation, the moment feels preordained. The structure funnels him toward violence long before he chooses it. The novel All the Worst Humans uses a repeating structural device. Each chapter ends with a small moral compromise. At first, they seem harmless. When the protagonist finally commits a catastrophic betrayal, it doesn't read as a twist. It reads as the only possible destination of the pattern. The structure turns a single bad decision into the logical endpoint of dozens of tiny ones. The play, The Motive and the Cue alternates rehearsal room tension with private, vulnerable encounters. Each cycle raises the stakes. By the time the director finally loses control in front of the cast, the moment feels inevitable because the structure has been escalating the gap between who he pretends to be and who he is. The structure makes the breakdown feel like the only possible release valve. Structure remains the writer's most reliable source of power because it shapes how audiences feel a story, not just how they follow it. When structure is strong, the plot feels inevitable, the emotions feel earned, and the viewers/readers experience the story as a coherent, escalating journey rather than a sequence of moments. Whatever the medium, structure is the writer's way of guiding attention, controlling rhythm, and delivering meaning with precision. It is not a constraint, it is the craft. Structure is the force that holds everything together. All the action, characters, plot, incidents, episodes, events, and the thematic purpose that make up your story. It is a tool that lets you shape and form your story with maximum dramatic value. It is where the right brain's subconscious and unconscious writing and thinking are whipped into order by the rigid, uncompromising left brain consciousness and logic. This is where idealism and realism clash head-on, where the writer's instinctive and rebellious creative nature / creative self / rational self is tamed and ordered so that chaos becomes organized to unify the story and present the best of both possible worlds. One where imaginative and unique scenarios burst to life in a well-thought-out master plan, where the writer is master and slave to the story. Structure tames the creative spirit, but also allows it to reign free within its logical limitations. It is not a prison, but a playground where stories run wild. In our next video, we will explore how to plot your story, 13 structural points that will ensure that theme, character, and plot are united. Like and subscribe for more content from the Writing Studio.